What's up, y'all? This is the One Nation Podcast 864, and y'all are in the building with your boy Rook tonight, and we're going to talk. Ladies, my assistants, y'all can go now. I had to get some help from my little girls tonight, man. As you can see, I got a crutch. I'm moving around in the house. I'm all slow motion. It's just, hey, man, I'm ready to get back to being me, but it's hard. I want to send a shout out to my ESS family. They sent me some things my way today. I gotta make sure my mic is on. Thanks for the blessing and the prayer, guys. To everybody who has popped up at the house, showed me love. I thank y'all. To the ones that have checked on me, called, or just seen me, man. It feels good that that you got people in your corner that's still rocking with you through all this stuff. But y'all know what we're here for tonight, man. I got no music, no none of that. We're going to get straight into it. And what I want to talk about tonight is negative energy. And I want to talk about not letting things hold you back, okay? That's the things we're going to talk about tonight. Also, we got some great things coming up with the podcast. It's definitely going to be a good look. This Saturday, tap in at 5 p.m. I will be going live for real this time. I'll be on YouTube. Also, I'll be, going off my Facebook page, but we got the one and only The Plug in the building. If y'all don't know who The Plug is, you better go check out his food, man, because the boy is hell on the grill. You know what I mean? When I tell you he bring that fire to the flame and get them ribs, them dogs, and them burgers going. And I'm telling them, we're going to sit up here in politics. We're going to find out a little bit more about him, where he from, how he got started. But I told him bring them plates through, because I'm going to eat the whole time we talking. I'm going to showcase his food to y'all too and let y'all know how good it is, where y'all can find him on social media, and maybe where his next location he'll be, maybe his next pop-up spot. So I'm going to be definitely sharing that with y'all, man. But we're going to talk about the negative energy that you need to release. So what I want to get at is, we all have a goal in life to get to, and we get up every morning, we grind, we put our all into everything we do, and a lot of us got a lot of goals we want to meet, but sometimes we sit back and we question. And I know we shouldn't question God at all, but sometimes you can't help but to question things. So one thing we do, we question, like, why this hasn't happened yet, or I've put all this work into this. Why I haven't did this? Why I haven't made that? That may not be the case. You may need to stop questioning and start letting go. And what I mean by that is, a lot of times we could be holding on to things that's stopping us from getting to the next level. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, let's just say that, you got some things that you don't know for certain that are negative to you. How do you find, and I guess the question is, how do you find out what you're holding on that's negative to you? Well, I'm going to tell you what I did. Maybe it'll help you. Sit back one day. I know we got busy lives. We all, we got kids, we got spouses, we're in relationships, we like partying, we like doing different things. We all like making time for everything else except for ourselves. That goes back to self-love too. Make time for yourself first. But just take your time out today, sit back, relax. Some people like to unwind with different type of things. I like to sit back, just sip just a little bit, play a little music, and just think about the things that I have going on in my life. So obviously, y'all know I got this crutch right here. Y'all know I've been out of work for a long time. So, it's about to fall on me. But I got a lot of time to myself. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I had time to sit back and just think about some of the things that I have going on in my life. And I sat and I thought hard, and I was like, okay, it's time to get the clear vision. Okay, you're doing this right. You're doing this right. You're doing this right. But what's holding you back? What's really stopping you from getting to that next point? What are you holding on to that's so valuable that you won't let go to see the brightness in your future? Well, nothing is that valuable. You know what I mean? So I sat back and I thought about it, and I got mine. And it just took time for me to just sit back and just have some time to myself, no distractions, cut the TVs off, cut the phones off, You know, I had my music playing, Pandora, no interruptions. Yeah, I paid the little fee. But at the same time, I sat back, I sipped, and I just started looking at my life as a whole. You know, how was I doing things, the way I was moving, different type of energies that I've come across, and certain ones that I'm still holding on to, well, I was holding on to, that I seen that was hindering me from moving forward. And I really had to sit back and take it all in, because even though some of those things we can't see that are negative, you know, we want to hold on to them anyway, because we think they're precious to us. We think they're valuable to us, but really the whole time it's holding up your success. Man, it's hard to let certain things go. But I realized that about 2 weeks ago, you know, and I just want to let y'all know, I'm gonna give y'all a little story how God has started to shine his light. So about 2 weeks ago, I had the surgery on my knee. And, you know, before I went in, you know, I was scared to death. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody likes going up under the knife and, you know, the anesthesia and all that. Nobody likes doing that. And I prayed to God. I said, if I come out clean, or even when I come out on the other end of this surgery, a lot of things that have been stopping me, I'm going to let go. Well, of course, I went in for the surgery, you know, outpatient, nothing big. But I came out and I just started looking at things different. I started looking at people different. And I used to be the person to get mad when I don't hear from nobody, or when I don't. I'm like, yo, this person there hit me up. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say it on the podcast, F them, you know, stuff like that. But I used to be that guy, and a lot of my friends know I used to be like that. But after seeing what God has done for me and the blessings that I have received, I was like, you know what? You can't get mad at somebody else for what they're doing. You know, we all got people that we don't see on the daily, we don't hear from on the daily. It doesn't mean that they're not checking in or, you know, concerned or still love you. So that was my big thing. And I got to the point to where I'm like, yo, I don't have to hear from nobody every day to, you know, for me to sit up there and be like, you know what? They don't fool with me no more. They don't deal with me no more. It's not like that. And see, my problem was I was worried about that from the wrong people. You know, people I ain't got have nothing really in common with. You know what I mean? And I had to let that go. And once I kind of start slowly letting that negative energy go, like I say, I had a lot of time myself here in the studio, in the house. And I started thinking about things, man. And blessings started coming. I was coming up with different topics. You know, it wasn't the same one thing I've been giving you. You know, my vision got clear. I started doing my motivational speaking again. I'm trying to be a social media influencer. I looked into that. I'm looking into a lot of things, and it just feels good because and it feels good when you do something that you love doing. You know, a lot of us, we think we love doing something, but till you really get into it, it may not be for you. And this is for me, man. And since I let that negative energy go, or those bad, habits, man, so many things has opened up for me. You know, I'm watching my YouTube channel grow. It may not be much to y'all, but it's a big thing to me. I'm watching a lot of people that never really took the time to actually subscribe, actually like, actually, get the whole vision, actually call me and tell me that, hey, your words this morning got me over the hump, or your words today definitely put me where I need to be. And from this day forward, man, I can't have a bad grudge or hold nothing against nobody, because the vision is clear. I know what I'm here to do, and I love doing it. Trust me. I can't sit up here and, I used to get, we all do, we get mad over petty stuff, that's all out the window, man. Because with me being mad at somebody or something that really isn't bringing no value to me, it's not hurting them or that. It's hurting me. I'm the one sitting up here, getting mad for nothing, basically. You gotta let that negative energy go, man. And that's something I'm learning, and it's definitely starting to show itself to me. I used to hold on to things like, okay, I need this in my life. I need this person in my life. You need God in your life first, then your family, then you go from there. Like a lot of people say, God, family, hustle. I love that one. That's a good one. I got God, family, friends, hustle. But then when you think about it, I don't see this as a hustle because this is something I love doing, and I'm passionate about it. So that's why I'm willing to give. I'm gonna put my all into everything I do when it comes to this brand, when it comes to this podcast, because a lot of people didn't even believe in me. A lot of people laughed at me. And man, if y'all don't know my story, when I started this, I actually started this with my son. In my theater room, Facebook Live. And it kept, for some reason, me and my son, we weren't talking about nothing, nothing negative. We weren't dissing nothing. We weren't using profanity, but it kept getting reported. So now I'm thinking, like, how is that possible? Who would want to report a podcast, a father and son podcast, to the fact of you reporting me when I'm putting out good content, and now you're just hating on me. You know what I mean? So I had to understand that. I talked to a couple people about that. It kind of discouraged my son a little bit, but I'm gonna get him back on here. Be on the lookout for Jalen Fly Guy Rooker in May. He's gonna be interviewing it. He's 7 years old, so don't expect for no 30 to hour interview. But he's gonna be interviewing the kids of our future. So that's gonna be dope too. So y'all gonna see a lot of him in May. But I wanna use this platform to bring everybody up. If you got a job, a business, anything you want to talk about, your voice matters. You see what the backdrop said. This is the One Nation Podcast 864. Every voice matters, and I mean that. I don't care if you black, white, Asian, whatever you are, whatever nationality you are, you can come on this platform here, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But this is what I want to let people know. At the end of the day, it's still going to be a positive movement. You can cuss on the platform. You can come on, be yourself, because I'm not going to stop you from being somebody. I'm not going to stop you from being yourself, okay? Because just because I'm one way, I don't want you to feel like you have to come on here and you have to just be like me. But one thing you got to understand when you come on here, it's going to be a positive vibe, and we're going to preach the right thing at the end of this podcast, no matter what. But that's got me looking at things because I've let the negative energy go, man. Let it go. Because you never know what's on the other side of that wall, on the other side of that stone, on the other side of that hill, that mountaintop. If you let that negative energy go, you can get there quicker and you can get over it with success. You got to let the bad energy go, man. And that's just something I wanted to share with y'all, too. Now, I put up a topic tonight we're going to have fun with next week, man. It's called, who have more mood swings, men or women? I can't wait for y'all to chime in on it. And what I want to do, I want to have a podcast, man, where I got 2 men, 2 women, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to sit right here at the round table. I'm going to have a round table. We're going to talk about it. I want to hear y'all's input. I want to know what y'all think about it, because to me, we all got mood swings. So I'm not going to sit up here and say a woman got more mood swings than a man when, really in reality, we all have mood swings. It's different. It's different type of ways, man. It's a different type of vibe. But we're going to get on here, talk about it, and we're going to have a good time. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to try to get that for y'all probably next Wednesday or next Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. But boom, I let y'all know what's going on with the podcast. Let y'all know about the negative energy y'all need to let go. But let's talk about positive people in your life. Since we talked about the negative, let's talk about the positive. And let's talk about exactly why God put people in your life for certain reasons, okay? Now, when I look back on my life, I've had a hell of a life. Now, I don't want y'all to think like I'm sitting up here talking about, oh boy, you done did it all. That ain't what I'm talking about. Because I ain't did it all yet. There's a lot of things I haven't done. But when I say I've lived the hell of a life, man, I gotta let y'all know that it's been good to me. It really has. I've had some ups. I've had some downs. I had some bad days. I had some good days. But like the song say, I won't complain. You know what I mean? But I thank God for letting me see 36 years and continuing to let me see more. But when we get to it, the positive things, we got to understand that people come in and out of life and things come in and out of life, but can you grasp hold of if it's positive or if it's negative? Now, we didn't talk about the negative. Let's talk about the positive. A lot of times we overlook a lot of people that come into our lives because they may not, and I'm guilty of this. We all are. They may not be the type of person I am. I may think it's something you may think something they're doing is just not you, or they may just be totally different from you. But when you sit down and you have a conversation with these people that you don't put a label on, you'd be surprised how much you can benefit from them and how much they can help you. And that definitely shocked me, and I've learned to listen now. It used to be a point in time where I just sit up there and I'd be like, I don't want to hear what they got to say. Now I'm actually paying attention and listening to what people really have to say. I ain't gonna lie, I've always listened to what people have to say, but I was at probably like a 75% ratio. Now I'm at 100% because I've learned a lot from people I didn't think could teach me anything. And with that being said, when you go back in time, we look at, us coming up through school, we look at the teachers that taught us a lot of things, and we looked at the friends that we picked and we hung around. But what about those people, that you didn't hang around, that kind of, I guess you could say, didn't fit in with your crowd? As you get older, you evolve, right? And then it shocks you sometimes when you sit up there and you may be scrolling on social media, and you be like, oh, I remember such and such. Yeah, they went to school with me. Oh man, look what they doing or whatever. Funny story. I had somebody reach out and tell me that the other day. I have to say, probably when I got out of high school, I got turned on by just making money. So I went to college for a year and a half at Spartanburg Tech. It wasn't for me. Told my mama, hey, I'm ready to get this paper. And when my mama said I'm gonna do it, you're gonna do it the right damn way though. That's exactly how she said. I knew what she meant, so I went and got a job, right? And then, from there, I just been known to hold down 2 jobs and, get this money the best way I can. But I've seen a lot of money come and a lot of money go. I've seen a lot of money in my lifetime, to be this age. A lot of people don't know about because I've had my own business before. I've always held down 2 jobs. I ran a job with my mother. I ran a job with my father. And I was getting money when I was younger, helping my father, man, in the janitorial business. A lot of people didn't go into that because, I'm not going to be a janitor or whatever. But I was getting bread, the whole time. Yeah, it was hard because I ain't going to lie, man. I used to work on the weekdays. My father used to clean up like 3 libraries. My mom did too. And, I helped them by the time I was 13, I was working, and I had to go to school next morning. So I helped them and they would pay me money. I saved my money up, boom. And I had it like that. But I had somebody reach out to me the other day on Facebook and it was like, you know what, man, I never would have thought back in high school back in high school that you'll have your own platform, and you're doing something positive with it. Because what they told me, and they was brutally honest with me, and it was like, I never would have thought the day I see T turn a negative into a positive. Meaning, like they said, boy, when I seen you all the time, you was always on go time. You was, you just didn't care. You ain't give a damn, whatever. But like I broke it down to him and like me and him talk, bro, that goes to show you that God can bring you a long way. God can take you from something, that you're deep into and bring you out of it to a place where it's just, it's nothing but positive. It's nothing but great mindsets. It's nothing but calmness. And that's why I feel like I am today. And he actually told me, he said, man, I never thought that. But see, that's how we do. We judge a book by its cover sometimes when we was taught not to. Still, we taught not to, but still sometimes we do. And it made me feel good that he actually, reached out to me and told me that. And now, I'm starting to see things in a different light. And I told him, I said, yeah, man, it took a lot. I had to definitely find out who I was. I had to stop putting on this front. And I stopped running with everybody. You know what I mean? I started focusing on myself more. Started focusing on my craft. I started building myself. And once I got married and had my kids, that was a wrap. That was ball game. And after that, the rest is, is up from there. And what I'm doing now is definitely, a big turning point. And he actually used me as the topic like I'm talking about. You know, people come in your life and you never know, you know, that down the line there'll be this, there'll be that, because, you know, you see them one way, but you didn't think they could change to another way, man. But it's just a good thing, you know, to know that you're doing something positive. Now, break that down. Am I always positive? Hell no. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I get mad, still do. I don't throw no fit or nothing, but sometimes I get angry and all that, but nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I am. But if you ask me 9 times out of 10, if I can help you with something and I got it and I can do it, oh, I'm there. I'm gonna do that regardless. That's just me. And it feels good, man, when you have a team around you that's solid like that too. And I do, man. And I thank them from the bottom of my heart. And I also gotta let you guys know that if this is for the podcast, if you're thinking about coming on, you know, shoot me a message. We can definitely get you on here. You want to build your brand, anything that you're doing. You know, I got a lot of entrepreneurs that I'm gonna have on here. This is a way of me kind of giving back to my people too, because, you know, it's great promotion. It's growing your business, is growing my platform. It's a win-win in both ways, you know, and I definitely keep that word going and put it out there for you. And that's what I wanted to do with the One Nation Podcast 864. I wanted to give back. And that's what it's all about, man. And tonight, I just wanted to tap in with y'all, let y'all know exactly how I was feeling about the negative energy, the positive people. And I want y'all to keep going. I want y'all to stay focused. So I'm about to get loud right quick, okay? Can I have my assistant, please? Yeah, I had to say that. I don't know if they heard me or not, but I'm going to see if they come and kind of help me end this video. But I just wanted to let y'all know tonight, man, that I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. The positive energy, like I told you, and the negative energy, we done talked about it, so let's move forward. And catch y'all Saturday with the plug. This is the One Nation Podcast 864. Peace.